Hey, we're back with, I was going to say Elysian Road, Death on the Madness. Chad has joined us. Hello, Chad.
Hola.
So, yeah, I mean, Maya on average just had a whole big thing. So let's check in with Alpheus, shall we? So last time we, actually, we'll do this first. Let's read off Alpheus's bits, like we do. Yeah, Chad, would you read off
Oh,
beliefs,
I just
instincts,
realized
traits?
why you've been calling that bits.
Yeah, beliefs, instincts,
In-
traits.
Yeah, I realized you said that at
I-
the beginning of the session too.
I
did
explained that in Crow Inquisitors.
I'm sorry, okay? You do a lot of things in Crow Inquisitors.
It's fair.
True.
I only have one belief. I hate the Jagati and Caruzia is in danger. Therefore, I will dredge up helpful information in the Kyrides quarter.
I mean, I feel like you
Can I say that I also believe that can I believe that a Kyrides commander can help us? Can I say that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like your belief should be you can keep. Well, so that was what you were kind of doing with that belief. Was like that was the first step for that. With the dredge up. I honestly feel like that's on hold right now because you need to get away from Titan, right? That's like the main thing Alpheus is about today.
Oh, yeah. I hate Titan and want him to die.
Apparently, Alpheus should get hatred. We gave the wrong person the emotional attribute, I guess.
I will either escape his clutches or kill him myself. Can I say that?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah.
All right. Or both.
Yeah.
And or. Can I put and or?
I mean, it doesn't
whatever.
Yeah, you'll gain the thing you need either way.
I hope he dies.
Yeah.
My instincts are I always try to talk my way out of trouble. I always treat others of the lower classes with respect. And I always ensure that those I trust are lifted up.
Mm-hmm.
Traits: strong-willed, cramped hands, pragmatic, intellectual, competitive, impulsive, broken in, and driven.
Cool stuff. All right, Alpheus. You wake up in the hold of a ship. And I think it's obvious to you right away that, well, I mean, I guess it's not obvious that you're still in Sinia, but at the very least, you're in harbor somewhere. You're hoping that you're in Sinia, probably. But you can hear, like, people outside, like, on a dock, and people getting ready, like, for the ship to, like, sail. So you're in the hold of the ship, tied up, but, like, you're probably still in Sinia. And we can see that you are, like, as the audience, we understand that.
And where am I? In, like, the bottom of the ship?
Yeah, like, I don't think this ship has a proper brig, probably, but, like, yeah, you're just, like, among all the various barrels and crates in the storage.
Is it, like, super dark?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty dark.
There's no windows.
There's a couple of holes that you can, like, get some light through, and you're seeing things, but...
And nobody's around.
Yeah, no one's down here with you.
I can hear people, but I don't see anybody.
But it's like the hold is where you are right now, where all the storage stuff is.
And am I tied up, or...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, you're tied up. So...
Do I have a gag?
Yes, probably.
Dang it. Can I try to get it off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure.
How do I do that?
Let's take a look, shall we? I mean, I don't think you have a skill for this, but...
No, I can try.
Yeah, I'm curious what skill this is. Is there an escape artist skill?
Maybe it's agility.
I'm
just gonna persuade someone to get me out.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what, like, contortionist stuff is. I feel like there's a skill for that because there's, like, a skill for everything in Briny Wheel, but I am not finding it. Like, there's the knots skill, which is, like... Wait. Escape artist. The knots obs lists escape artist like it's a skill, but I'm not seeing it here. That's weird. Let me look something up real quick. So I feel like this is a skill, but maybe it's in a different book or something. Escape artist, burning wheel. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Dude, go to your bed. Go to your bed.
Aha, yes. Escape artist is in a different book. Okay. Skills. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Okay, escape artist.
I need that just to try to get the gag off.
Yes. I mean, because
I'm not trying to get all the wrappings off.
But your hands are. I mean, it's going to be a lower ob that way. But I mean, you're still trying to. You have to use your hands somehow, or like find something to rub against or whatever. So yeah, I think it's escape artist.
Okay.
So add it to being learned. It's based on perception and agility.
I have that.
Yeah. So.
Can you roll in this game like to see if there's something in the room that I could use to get the gag off?
I think we'll just go ahead and make the escape artist roll, and we can assume that that's what that's part of the roll is finding that thing. We don't. Yeah, we need to. I don't. You can just make the one roll for both. I think.
Okay. And what is the
good question? What is the ob?
0.
Well,
hopefully
it's not going to be 0, but
I know.
Yeah, let's say ob 1. Ob 1 just to get the gag off.
Hey!
There you go. Oh yeah, you're wounded.
Oh no.
Yeah, so mark a bubble on that escape artist skill that you're learning. Yeah, so you get the gag off. You find some sort of hook on the wall, right? Like, and you just like, and you manage to get the gag off on the hook.
And now I have to decide what I want to yell out of the hole in the wall.
Yeah. You could also just wait for someone to come down into the hold and then like try to talk them into helping you escape or something, right? That's a tactic.
Yeah, but do I know if someone's gonna even come? Yeah, I think Alpheus would yell or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That also makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Alpheus has his instinct is to always talk his way out of problems, so makes sense.
So I have to roll, and I want to roll to yell out of the window and say, "Help! I've been kidnapped."
Okay, and just hoping that people on the dock will like hear that and try to help you.
Or is that a falsehood? Or have I?
I mean, you have been kidnapped. Yes, it's not a falsehood.
Okay. So I want to yell that and try to get someone to help me.
So basically, you're gonna try to like yell this out and then be like, "I'll like." You have to like the persuasion skill.
So my persuasion, I want to say, I can give you money, or whatever you need. I'm friends with the queen.
Yeah. Just help me. I mean, you even probably say like, I'm an advisor to the queen, like, and they've kidnapped me.
I'm the queen's advisor, and I've been kidnapped by the Coyotes, and then that's what I want to yell.
Okay.
Am I still in the Coyotes quarter, or do I know?
You don't know. I mean, the dock district kind of spans part of the city that's primarily Sinian and part of the Coyotes quarters. So it's,
Okay. So I just say, "Help, I've been kidnapped. I'm an advisor to the queen. I will reward you if you help me."
Yeah.
As loud as I can.
Sounds good.
Until someone comes. I just keep yelling it.
So the issue here, I honestly feel like this is like an oratory because you can't actually just talk to one person here. You're like shouting for a crowd or anyone. So I feel like this is less like you talking one-on-one with someone to help you and you just basically being like trying to give us like
I'm trying to find someone to help me.
You can make a circles roll for that if you want to. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that first. Alpheus, make a circles roll to see if there's someone nearby that you can gain the attention of, right? So you're like peeping through the hole, like looking on the dock, trying to see if there's anyone there that you can like yell for.
Okay. Can I use reputation?
Yes.
Okay. And affiliation, right?
What kind of person are you looking for? Exactly.
I'm looking for someone who's loyal to the queen.
Right. Someone who's loyal for the queen.
And her government.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an ob 3.
What is my bonus? Like,
yeah, I mean, you get to use both of those, right? You have a 2D.
So is that a 2 or 4?
4 altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. I think make it an ob 4 actually.
Ob 4.
Yeah. Ooh, super close. You got a 6. You can spend 1 or 2 fate.
I used 2.
All right. Go for it. 1 remaining ob. 2 dice.
Oh man.
No, that was bad.
See, he got 1 good roll. Now it's all
good roll.
going to crap here from here.
All downhill. Yeah, so I think you can see basically what this means is you look out and you see, there's no one really loyal. You're in the Coyotes quarter still. So you can still make, I think you can make there's 2 options I think that Alpheus sees, right? You could try to make an untrained oratory roll and just convince the random dock hands, like, you'll be paid by Sinia if you help me out right now, right?
So I decide...
Or you wait for someone to come down, and then try to talk to them one-on-one, right?
I'm going to decide to wait once I realize there's no one around that I think would help me.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Who would come down? Well, we all know that Titan wouldn't let you out no matter what.
Anyone but him.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to think. We don't really have a lot of other characters that would be here. So I'm just, let's say it's one of the thugs that beat you up, right? The first time that was like part of that ambush. He comes down, and he just says, "So you got the gag off?" Like looks at the hook that still has like the gag hanging from it. I guess I should have tied you more securely. And he like starts to go over like to grab the gag and like put the gag on again.
And then I say, "Oh, there's 2 things I can do." So no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so I tell him I got it off, but at least I didn't make any noise.
Congratulations to you then, I guess.
And then I say, because look, man, I need your help.
He grabs the gag and then says, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I do what I'm told to do."
Do you have a family? What's your name?
He doesn't respond at first and goes but I don't think he immediately moves over to you to like put the gag back on.
And I say, I could get your family set up for the rest of their lives if you help me out. I know you're loyal to Titan, but I cannot go to Coyotes with him.
I thought you were trying to go there anyway. That's what I heard from Titan, at least.
I was trying to, but Titan is going to get me killed at this rate, and I can't trust him, and I need your help. I've got a family and a town that I love too, and if I go to Coyotes, I don't know what's going to happen.
Make a persuasion check. I think he's like just like weighing it in his mind and hasn't really said anything, but yeah, okay. You can make it.
Can I fork in? No, I don't think I can fork in.
I don't think there's anything. Yeah. You're made for politics, not trying to get out of a bonds by talking to a thug.
Can I fork in? Oh no, you can't. You can't fork in reputation in a persuasion, right?
So your argument, like, I think it
because I'm saying I'm gonna get you provided for
your situation, right? But I think your situation is what allows you to make the roll, not what's giving you a bonus to it, right?
That's fine.
You have that leverage to get what? Them. Honestly, probably just like an ob 3 because like. Yeah, I mean, this guy's just a random thug. He's not super smart or wise or whatever, right?
Oh!
Whoa, there you go. Good roll. Okay.
Got him.
Alpheus has broken the streak. He has gotten 2 good rolls.
Oh, that's a bad streak.
Cool.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. So I think he says, I can get you out if what you say is true. I don't have a family, but I sure do like the idea of being rich.
I don't have any money on me now, though, right? Because they probably took it all.
Yeah.
Because then they robbed me before I got tortured.
Yeah. So he's like, so what do I have to do? Just get you off the ship?
I'm going to say he needs to get me off the ship. You need to get me off the ship and help me find a way to the capital.
Right, to like the palace, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get you safe.
But once I find a way, well, give me your, well, I feel like he should come with me the whole way.
Yeah.
In order to trust me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if I'm not going to tell him, hey, just wait for me and I'll come back, because I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, come with me all the way to the palace and I'll get you what you need once we get there.
Sure. Yeah.
And if I'm lying, you can kill me.
I'll hold you to that.
All right, man. Trust me, I'm not trying to die. So
yeah. So I think what happens is he says, I think Titan's gone right now, so I might be able to just walk you off if we go slowly and don't draw any attention to ourselves.
But we can start with getting these ropes off me.
No. I think it will be better if you still have them on. I'll just lead you and say that Titan wanted to put you somewhere else if someone asks me anything.
Yeah, that could work. All right. I'm trusting you.
Yeah, and you can just basically the whole time you're gonna see the glint of greed in his eye, right? He's just like, I'm gonna be rich. And so he hoists you to your feet, right? And just I don't think you're tied up by your feet, just kind of like your arms are tied like straight jacket style to your body.
Okay.
And or maybe not straight jacket style, but as tight as a straight jacket.
Yeah.
And he starts to lead you up out of the hold. So I think really what needs to happen here is probably, I'm trying to think if it would be you who would make this roll or him. Yeah, I mean, so one of you could help the other if you both have the skill, but I don't think either of you have the skill. So I'll just make a roll for him, I think. He is going to roll inconspicuous.
I have been learned inconspicuous.
Yeah, and so does he, right? Like he's going to be doing this being learned as well. So he has a will of 3, as we've established. So this is going to be his roll, and then I will oppose it. I don't think any of the other sailors have observation, so they're going to be rolling their base perceptions against this. And so basically it's just going to be whoever gets the highest roll, because neither of them are using skills. Okay, so if the sailors, and I think I'll give them an advantage die because there are more of them. There's plenty of them. I don't think all of them are looking for him, but there's at least 2 that might notice this. So they need to get, if it's a 1 success, if they get 1 success, I guess the tie goes to the defender. But yeah, so I guess in this case it would be the sailor that is leading you out. So they need to get 2 successes to succeed on their roll here, which they get more than, so they get 3. So I think what happens is he gets you partially up. You're on the deck of the ship. He's about to lead you to the gangplank. And then a sailor is coming up the gangplank and then just frowns, and there's another guy behind him, and he just says, I need to generate some names here real quick so I have people things that they're calling each other by. So the sailor that notices the guy who's leading you says, Knossos, what are you doing? Titan said he wanted Alpheus below. Or he probably doesn't say your name. Titan says he wanted the prisoner below. And then Knossos, the guy who's leading you, apparently says, Cap, you don't understand. There's been a change in plans. Yes. Titan told me before he left that we were supposed to bring him to a safe facility, somewhere for another ship to grab. It was too dangerous for what Titan's doing for him to be on this ship. Yeah. And like, he doesn't have falsehood either, but he's going to attempt to make that roll. And his ob, unfortunately, is 3. And he does not get it, and he doesn't have fake because he's a random dude. So he fails to lie. You see this happening, Alpheus. You're like, "Oop, yep, all right. They're gonna like try to kill him and kill me." Like, you're not sure what's gonna happen. What would you do as you notice the lie not succeeding?
Does Titan need me alive?
Yes, because remember, his whole plan is to still take you to Kyrides, get you to go recruit that general, but the general's going to be on his side.
So I think that. What are these guys doing? Are they drawing their swords, or what are they doing?
I don't think they have swords on them right now because they're just like loading things on the ship. But I think probably the 2 sailors who are confronting the one that's leading you, like, just start to like look dangerous and step forward as if like to grab Knossos or something. There's probably going to be like a brawl here in a second. You're still tied up.
Does Knossos have a weapon?
I don't. I guess he would. Yeah, he'd probably have grabbed one. So let's say he has like a big club on his.
I was hoping he had a knife.
He probably has a knife too.
So can I like nudge him and be like, and then like gesture toward my hands to like let me out?
Yeah, I think so.
So I do that.
Okay. And I think his assumption is like he's gonna cut you free, and then you guys are gonna make a break for it. I think that's what he's assuming.
Yeah, I'm like, let me out, and I'm gonna try to fight these guys with them.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't help them.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Or
yeah.
I could jump into the water.
Or you could do that. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have him make his knife roll here to cut your bonds free.
He's gonna cut me free and then cut my thumb off or something too.
This will mainly be about timing, right? Like, can he get it off before the sailors grab him? And let's say, ob 2, which he gets.
Nice.
So yeah, he takes his little boot knife, slices the ropes, and you're free now. What do you do?
So I think I'm going to be super selfish. I don't know, though.
So he has a knife in his hand now, right?
This guy only wanted to help me for money.
Yeah, very true.
Because my first instinct is to push him into those guys and jump into the water. Because I'm like right on the edge, right, of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Can I swim? Can I assume that I know how to swim?
You can swim, but the issue is going to be...
They're going to chase me.
If you have to make any sort of swim check, you're going to be doing it untrained, right?
So, or my option is that, or I could help him.
Or help him fight these dudes.
Or could I try to talk them out of killing me? Or
you could also do that.
Rearresting me? This is a hard choice. I think based on my skills, I have the best chance of talking them into helping me. Yeah,
but you're also going to this is going to take some time, and you're going to draw attention from all the other sailors. I feel like, if you do that and it fails, then you have the whole ship against you at that point, right?
Okay, so I am going to...
But you do have your call on for persuasion still.
For what, driven?
Yeah, because it allows you to reroll all failed dice in a persuasion test.
Can I reroll fate dice too if I go that far?
I think so. Yeah, it's just all failed.
Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, this is hard. I have 6. Persuasion is my top skill.
Mm-hmm.
Do I only have to persuade one of them or both?
I think you have to persuade both, yeah.
Is it one roll, though?
It is going to be one roll, I think, yeah.
What's their will?
3.
Do I know that before I roll?
Yeah, 3 because they already. I mean, you already know that from the dice that have been rolled. So
is it 6 or is it 3 total?
I think it's going to be a 4 total because there are 2 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna try to persuade them and offer them the same deal that I offered Knossos.
Yeah, basically just be like, well, I'll let you
and I'll be like, look, you know who I am. So I nudge him, he cuts the thing off, and then I rip the gag off.
Yeah.
And I say, you know who I am. Take me to the palace and I will give you whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Can I fork in anything?
I don't think so again, yeah.
What if I had Cartesian etiquette?
I don't think you do.
Okay. I'm for it. Come on. No.
Oh, wow.
I'm wounded.
Yep. So you're only 5
Heal
dice
my
there.
wounds. Can I do fate?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You do 1.
2 or 1?
Just 1. You didn't get
only
any 6s.
1? And it has to be a 6.
No, so you because you didn't get any 6s, the only option available to you for fate is to reroll 1 failed dice with that.
Okay. Remaining ob 2?
Yeah. Okay. So you have 3 successes, and now you can reroll 1, 2, 2, I guess, dice with your call on if you would like.
And I only need 1?
You only need 1, yeah.
Okay. How do I do that?
You can just fate again. It'll work.
Remaining ob 1?
Yep.
Dice 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Both 1s. They're
That's
both
happened
1s.
to all 3 of us now. We really
Yep.
need 1 more dice, and then
Yikes. Yeah, so
Oh.
you say this, and, like, I think I am imagining Alpheus, like, holding up his hands, like, whoa, like, listen, if you just come with me to the palace, and you're saying this as they're just, like, continuing to approach you, and you get more and more desperate as you say it, and you're just like, I'll make you rich, and then...
So now can I try to escape? Or is it too
you
late?
can, but it's going to be harder, right? So what are you going to try to do? Because they're, like, right up on you.
Gosh.
And
I'm
some
gonna
other...
just
Some other sailors have noticed
fail
too.
all my dice. I'm going to scream help as loud as I can and push Knossos into them
Yeah.
and jump into the water.
Okay, sounds
That's
good.
what I want to do.
So you're going to have to make an untrained brawling test
Oh my gosh.
to push him into the other people.
I'm good at that. I pushed that one dude off the wall.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I didn't need a
The issue is
brawling
that
test
guy...
for that.
Yeah, but that guy didn't have brawling, right?
Oh.
These guys do. So I think basically what's happening is I'll give you an advantage die because you're surprising Knossos here. But really, you're doing this against Knossos, right? This is like if Knossos catches your arm and like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
Well, okay, wait. But I could try to... Would he help me fight them?
yes, for now at least.
Then I'm just going to fight them. I'm not
Okay.
going to do the push.
Yeah,
I
sounds
want to
good.
just try to push past them with Knossos' help.
Sounds good.
So can I try to get a weapon from him real fast before the fight starts? Because he has two. He has a knife and a club.
In terms of rolls, that's not going to matter.
Okay.
But yeah, we can say that for the. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, you could probably just grab some sort of like tool off the deck and just like, you know.
Okay, so I want to fight past these guys, but with Knossos' help.
Mhm.
Does that
Yeah.
help me?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think what's happening is Knossos is just making the roll because you don't actually have
Okay.
anything to offer here, right?
Not really.
You're just kind of like going behind Knossos as he has to fight these people because you're not really giving him any advantage. So
I'm a liability.
yeah, pretty much. So
How do you roll 2 1s, dude?
yeah.
rigged.
Yeah.
should have seen Carly's roll earlier. was rough.
Use that.
1 in 360 chance for it to happen. She got 0 successes for like 7
I
dice
rolled
or
13
something.
dice against Carly and still failed.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. All right, so he's gonna make this roll. This is his roll against them.
Dude.
And some more sailors have joined, so this is their roll against him. I mean, they only got 1 more success over, but yeah.
But my cry for help doesn't matter.
And not really, because again, you're in the Coyotes quarter, so like...
I know, but that doesn't mean that they all want me dead.
So what happens is, Alpheus, you get punched square in the face and take another wound.
This is so stupid.
So-
Another wound. Just kill me. Just kill Alpheus. He deserves it.
Well, yes. I mean, most of us certainly think so at this point, since you ratted out Ben Asher's identity.
Yeah, but only Titan knows, and I can still kill him.
Yeah. So yeah, Alpheus get hit in the face again. It's only a light wound, but yeah, you get hit in the face again. So does Knossos. But you're both sprawled on the deck, surrounded by sailors, and the one says, "Well, looks like now we have 2 prisoners." Yeah, and I mean, you could attempt something else, but like you're surrounded.
Can't I
at
just
this
start
point.
over and try to get the gag off again once I go back down there?
You could attempt that, but now you're going to be more wounded. But I think what basically happens is you get tied back up, right? You get a gag placed on you. Now you're right next to Knossos in the hold, and he's like just glaring at you, like, "How dare you get me into this?"
Hey, man, he signed up.
And basically, I think what happens is you're I think at this point, right, Alpheus, you're like, "All right, I gotta like brace myself to like try this again, right, and just make a break for it or something." And that's the point where you hear like shouts, and then you hear like a quick clamber onto the deck. You hear a young boy yelling, "Help! Help me! No, let me go!" And you hear Titan say, "Leave off now. We need to leave this city immediately." And then one of them sailors says, "Why do you have a boy in your arms? Don't ask questions. Leave now." What do you do, Alpheus? You hear all this?
Nothing. I can't do anything.
I mean, you could make an escape artist check, right? To try to wriggle free from your bonds.
Yeah, that's all I can do. There's literally nothing else.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like this is your last ditch effort to do it at this point. And that's probably pretty much it. This one's gonna be an op 2. Ooh.
It's op 4 because I'm dying.
And you only had 2 dice because you're wounded. Yeah. Well, mark that difficult test on either perception or agility, your choice. But yeah. So you're trying to wriggle free from your bonds when Titan comes down, and you see in his arms, wriggling to get free, is Ben Asher.
How? How did he get him? Where was his mom?
Dare you? You betray us and you blame me?
I'm not.
Yeah, Alyssa, would you like to explain what
I'm
happened?
just kidding.
I come home from Falconry Club to make dinner for my family, and Titan has a knife to my son's neck in his room.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think happened? Did you think he was just gonna like, oh, okay, the future king is a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna go try to kidnap him.
But how did he know where you live?
Because you told him everything.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell him where
Told
you
him it was
lived.
Ben Asher, Malekith's son. He could find out that information.
Yeah, it's pretty easy
You
to
were
figure
hidden
out.
for years. How did they find you?
Well, no,
their
they
house
weren't.
isn't hidden.
They weren't hidden because nobody knew they were royalty until a year ago,
Oh.
right? So yeah,
Nobody
Titan
knew
just
we were royalty until you spilled the beans.
That's so horrible. This is Caleb's fault. Because Caleb is the game master. He didn't have to have him kidnapped. He chose to. He chose to.
Sure, Chad. So what happens?
You did.
So what happens is Titan comes down into the hold, with Ben Asher, and then ties him up next to the two of you. What is Alf? And then
I'm not looking at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say Titan has a smug look on his face.
I'm not looking at any. I'm just probably crying in the corner because I feel bad.
Yep.
Should feel bad. My new belief after I get rid of one is Alpheus is a traitor, and I will make sure that he goes down. Because I found out it was you who ratted us out, basically.
How?
In that conversation.
In the conversation with Titan and
I found out he was lying because he failed his falsehood.
Well, because Maya knew only 2 people knew about the secret, right? And it was so she asked about it, and Titan
I knew
lied
you were going to Kyrides.
and Titan lied to her about who it was, but then Maya saw through the lie. So she knows it was you. So yeah. So Alpheus, you get tied up, and then the boat leaves for Kyrides. So you're tied up. You're
this game sucks.
Several day trip to Kyrides. I think let's have you go ahead and make health checks, health tests to recover from your wounds during this trip. Because I think both of the times, right, you just got light wounds for both of those, and it was just you got punched both times. So it's going to be health test.
Ooh. Yes, Carly. Yes.
Secret message.
No, she just messaged
just
everybody.
Cool art.
Oh, nice. All right. Recovering from a light wound is OB2. So you're going to make 2 different OB2 tests to recover from your wounds.
Oops.
So health test. You have a good health. Yep. First one is gone. Second one is gone. There you go.
Who cares? I'd rather die.
So, I mean...
Can I do a negative health test?
Just to off yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Titan comes down after you've, been down here for a couple days. They've been feeding you enough, right? I mean, Titan doesn't want you, scroungy and, beaten up or whatever, because he needs you to, go talk to the general for him, right? So he comes down after a couple of days, and he, grabs a crate, sits down, and, is I mean, unless Alpheus was trying to talk to Ben at any point during this.
Does he know who I am?
I mean, yes.
You were introduced at dinner.
But does he know I'm the reason he got captured?
No.
Okay.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have made that connection.
Yeah, he's a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, would you attempt at conversation?
Yeah, I would probably say, I don't know.
I mean, he probably at one point.
I don't want to say I'm sorry.
Right. At one point, he just starts crying, right? After he has the brave face and stuff.
The whole time.
Well, that's the thing. He was putting on a brave face, and he was like, "I want to try to get away." But then once he's actually this is hopeless. I'm being taken, and then the ship leaves. He's like, "I'm being taken away from my mom. What is happening? I need my dad. I need my mom. What's happening?" And then he just starts crying. So yeah, would Alpheus try to comfort him? Try to do anything? Or you just be so ashamed.
Alpheus, I just want him to die. I just want Alpheus to die.
Aw. No, get my son out of this and redeem.
There's no redemption arc here. It's impossible.
Well, you can once you get to Kyrides, you're not going to be tied up anymore.
Because even if I bring him back, his mom's just going to say, "Well, you got him into this in the
If it makes you feel any better, I've told 2 people so far, and both of them are like, "Honey, you really don't know that." They don't believe me.
Malekith is still on your side, and Avarice and Caledon are still on your side.
And Avarice and Caledon are still on your side.
Well, they're going to give you a chance to explain yourself, right?
Because you don't know why I told anybody anything.
Yeah.
No,
Maya doesn't care. But the rest of the people are, Malekith is listen, I know Alpheus. I'm gonna let him explain himself.
But he should still be pissed off.
Yeah, inside he is. Yes, certainly. Yeah.
Has he sent people to come find him?
Well, yeah, so we got the royal guard to chase after him.
And Cyrillus failed the role to make it in time. Yep.
But they gave up the chase.
I
Well,
mean,
it was
I'm
on a
sure they're
ship.
gonna. I'm sure they're gonna send a ship after you, but like, you know.
So what am I supposed to be doing right now?
Well, so I'm just asking: does anything happen between you and Ben, or even you and Nasus at this point, like while you're waiting those 2 days and like recovering from your wounds and like on the ship, or do we just pass through that and then Titan comes down and talks to you?
No, I would probably talk to him and be like, I would just ask him like, "Are you okay?"
I think so. Why is he doing this to us?
He knows me, right? Ben remembers me,
Mhm.
who I am.
Yeah.
I say, he must know who you are.
Who am I?
Does he not know?
No, I
Not
told
really.
him.
No.
Oh, then I'm
I
an
told him
idiot.
that he was gonna be somebody important.
But I don't know if Alpheus knows
I just
that, right?
I just say you're really important, and he thinks that he can use you. I just see. Would he know if I say as leverage?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, as leverage.
He's an educated, noble child.
And I say, but Ben, don't worry. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get us out of this.
Yeah, and you're like saying this like still beaten up at this point, right? Because this is like earlier, and he just like sees like the bright welt across your face, and he just maybe doesn't have a whole lot of hope in this situation, but he at least nods like bravely and then says like, "Okay, if you need me to do anything, let me know. I'll try to help. If we can escape, I'll help."
Okay, then we fast forward.
Yeah. So Titan comes down. He sets a crate in front of you, sits down, and then just says, he has like just a cat grin on his face, right? Just like so pleased with himself. And he just says, "Oh, thank you so much, Alpheus. Have I thanked you yet for all of this?"
And I say, "Shut up, idiot. I hate you. I hate you. I'm not help. Mom, I'm playing a role-playing game." She said, "Hey."
That's hilarious.
Okay, so I say, "Shut up, you idiot. I hate you. I don't want. I'm not even helping you at this. I'm not helping you.
Honey,
I'm not
be
doing
nice
anything for you."
now.
Yeah. I don't think you quite understand, Titan. Or
I'd rather die than help you, Titan. You're a piece of garbage.
I don't think you quite understand the situation here, Alpheus, because I have been as leverage in so many different ways, including against you. If you don't help me, I will kill him. And then you will never be allowed back in Sinia ever again. Now, that's a lie, because he would never kill Ben because he needs Ben as like this, but he's going to attempt to make the lie to get you to believe it.
I don't believe it.
So there's no chance Alpheus would believe that?
No, because then if he has leverage, he would lose all his leverage.
Well,
by
so the thing,
killing him.
he has multiple threads going right now, right? He still has you. Well, that's true. Yeah, because if he killed you, then yeah. I think he's going to still say that. He's going to attempt to like play the balance there, basically being like, I'm going to threaten. Okay, so I don't know, you know what he says instead? He's like, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't kill him. I wouldn't kill him. There are many things worse than death,
torture him.
Alpheus. A poor, innocent, naive boy like this. There are many horrors he could experience. And would you want to subject him to that?
I think I'm just mad at this point, and I say,
could he make a falsehood to like basically convince you that he's well?
he can try.
He's not even lying about that though either, because he's planning on using Ben as like a puppet.
He's going to torture him.
He doesn't care what his actual state is. So can he make a role of any sort to basically get you to work with him when you get to Kyrides because of the threat?
I mean, am I supposed to say that? Yes or no?
Yeah. Like, is there any chance that this would persuade Alpheus to actually work with him?
I think the only possible way Alpheus would help him is if Alpheus thought he could play like a longer game and
Yeah. I mean, obviously,
somehow turn it around later.
For sure.
But
yeah.
But at this point, I don't think Alpheus knows anything about Kyrides, and there's nobody who can help him there.
Yeah. So I think actually Titan is lying about this. I don't think he would actually hurt the boy. So I think this is going to be a falsehood. He's better at that anyway. So we'll see if Alpheus buys this. Let's see. He gets 1 fork. 2, 3. Okay. What's your will?
5.
Ooh, he fails.
Good.
Ooh, that was a bad roll. So it's up to you, Alpheus, like how you would take it or like respond to him, but you can tell that he's lying, right? For whatever reason, he doesn't actually want to hurt Ben.
I want to persuade him that it's better for him to let me go than to take me to Kyrides.
What's the actual argument there?
I want to offer him something. I want to offer him. I kind of want to threaten him. Like, I don't think he could ever possibly return to Sinia without getting killed at this point. Like, because everybody knows who he is now, right?
I guess. I mean, he's not really. Titan probably isn't even his real name. Let's be real, right? Like,
but I mean, like, obviously the Royal Guard and
they don't know what he looks like. Only I do, and I didn't get his name either.
Yeah, I feel like there's.
Wait, then how were they chasing him?
Real quick. Titan actually has a call on for this. This is actually what he's like made to do. So I'm gonna re-roll some dice and see if he can still convince you here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 6. Okay. Yeah, that was a really bad roll for him. But he has fail safes for this.
Then why didn't he do it on Maya?
I honestly don't know. I forgot. Yeah. Bummer.
Oh, well.
I personally think it's more interesting that Maya knows because...
Yeah, because this is all you're doing. You got Ben kidnapped.
Sure.
You did.
I know.
Designed the game.
Oh, sorry. That was the other way around. Ignore that. I did the wrong way around. Wow, he rolled so many failures on that.
Gosh, wow, look at that roll.
That's so bad.
Wow. Okay, so he still fails.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. So yeah, that happens. So your argument is what exactly for like getting him to let you go? Because like his plan, right? And I think you can pretty clearly see it at this point now that he's captured Ben, is he's going to take you to Kyrides. He's going to get you to do your same mission exactly as you were going to do it before, right? Hire a retired Kyrides general to help save the day. But Titan's going to be pulling the strings from behind the scenes. And once this is all over, Ben and that Kyrides general are going to be his puppets, and you included, right? As long as he has leverage over you. And then at that point, Sinia is in control of Titan. And he's going to be the Shadow King.
But I think this is actually kind of falls apart because his whole plan is predicated on me not telling anyone that the general's a spy. Like,
Alpheus keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah, like how does he believe that this is going to really work?
Do you ask him that?
Yeah. I literally say, how do you think this is going to work? You think I'm just going to not tell anyone that this general's your guy?
Well, I assumed you had a better survival instinct than that.
I don't care if you kill me. You could kill me right now.
Is that really true, Alpheus?
Yes.
Well, that's sad, I must say. It's really sad. That's not the Alpheus that I knew.
You won't kill me. You need me. You need me or you have nothing.
Then
what are you going to do with Ben if I'm not here?
I will go talk to the Kyrites general myself. He'll show up.
And you're just going to show up to Sinia and say, oh, hey, this is Alpheus's guy. And there, no one's going to ask where I'm at.
I have contacts. I'll make sure the right person introduces him.
Yeah, you know who I have contact? You know who I know? Ophelia. Remember her? She'll kill you so fast.
I like to live on the wild side, Alpheus. You know this.
I know you're scared of her. Don't try to lie.
I already killed her father. I'm not scared of her.
You should be. And you know you are. You're lying. You know you're scared of her. I saw your face in that bar that day. You're deathly afraid of her. So am I.
So what is your proposition here, Alpheus? That I should just let you off of the next port because...
If you kill me, you're gonna die. This isn't gonna work out for you.
So I won't kill you.
If you let me go, if I don't show up for free back to Sinia at some point, and you have been, it's not. How do you expect to get away with this?
One woman's wrath. That's how I expect to get away with this. You weren't there when I kidnapped her son. The look in her eyes when she realized that you were the one who ratted this whole thing, that broke the secret. She will kill you, Alpheus. She will make sure that you are dead. And so if you go off spouting, Titans controlling everything from behind the scenes, do you think anyone will believe you?
Yeah, he actually does believe that I'm actually kind of behind him. Like, I don't like him, but I'm also like not opposed to this plan. I made him think that, at least for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
What, that you want Ben
I rolled a falsehood basically to get him not to kill me, one, and then two, to like be like, okay, fine.
I'll play along with the kidnapping of the son.
What you're doing, and like, you know, because I don't really care about Sinia. Like, I just want my son to be king. Like, who cares? Like, who, you know, it's just
if he's really in power, like as long as he's taken care of, you know. Yeah, I mean, and so he lays that out to you, basically says, I have my fingers in all sorts of places that you wouldn't imagine. I can make this work. I can make them trust you just enough for the Kyrites general to come and save the day, but not enough to believe that I'm behind it all. Yes, I'll be dancing on a wire.
But they actually trust me, Titan.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
After you...
Maya may not. Maya might hate me. But it doesn't matter because I just met her, and everybody just met her. You know who they didn't just meet? Me. You know who helped get Ophelia as queen? Me.
I still don't quite understand what your argument is here, Alpheus. Are you saying that I should let you go because I have a better chance at doing the plan if you're out of the...
You let me go. And I won't tell anybody that you've kidnapped us.
And
then
so
you
what?
Don't die.
And so you'll go back to Sinia and you'll tell them what?
That's true.
Right? Yeah, so like I can see that that line of questioning could lead him to be persuaded by a roll, but like you have to give him like a concrete, like, I'm gonna, you know, yeah. Like, is he? Is your idea?
Well, the thing is, Maya knows that her son was kidnapped by Titan.
Yes.
And she told everybody that already.
Yes.
Well,
did you know his name?
No. I just know that he's a Kyrites person.
Had the description of him, at least.
And did anybody know who it was? Malekith didn't know?
Cyrillus knows that description. Why?
Yeah, I
didn't think about that, but yeah, once Cyrillus heard that description, he would know immediately who that was.
So I think even if I go back and tell them the truth, that doesn't mean they have to kill or pursue Titan. I could
But
I
they
could
still
just-
have Ben, right? So the thing I'm curious about here is how is this? Then this is what Titan is curious about: is how is it better for him if he just lets you go?
Well, he'd have to let Ben go too.
Right.
But he
See,
wouldn't.
that's the case. He wouldn't do that, right? Then he loses all of his playing cards.
But if he has Ben and not me, his plan fails.
Not necessarily. I mean, the thing is, the whole plan hinges on Ben coming in to save the day, right? As the king who's coming in, because the main thing here is that the city has no hope. So even if they go, even if the generals come, and even if the mercenaries come and they fix all the Jagati problems, you're still in a city ruled by a witch queen, and no one can have children, and everything's bad, right? The whole plan here was for this new king to ride in and change the tenor of everything, and so the city would be saved, like morale-wise as well as actually physically. So I mean, if you claim, honestly, I think maybe the claim would be, listen, if what you say is true, you go back to the Kyrides general and you can convince him yourself. Let me go back and I'll prepare the way for your plan to work, right? I'll advocate for the plan.
But I'm not actually.
Then it would be a falsehood, right? That's
But
issue.
I could, but then I could also try to get him killed.
Maybe. I mean,
why can't I do both? Why can't I do that plan with the intention of still killing him?
Because then you're lying to him, right? The idea is Alpheus is good.
By omission?
Yeah, Alpheus is good at convincing people that to be persuaded by something because Alpheus himself believes it's true, right? And that he's saying, "Listen, I am being sincere." He thrives off sincerity, right? Alpheus is not good at being manipulative. And so the issue is if you do any plan that involves you still trying to, screw over Titan, he's going to see through it, most likely.
I'm saying, could I right now believe him, but then later on decide, or help him, and then later on decide, no, I want to kill him still?
Yes. That is something that can happen, but I would want to see that like actually happen in the roles and the like character arc rather than you just gaming the system to be able to do both, right? Like I would want to say, Alpheus needs to believe this, and then someone else will have to convince him that's not a good idea, right? That sort of thing. Which could happen, right? I could have Celadon be like, "Oh, what are you doing, bud?"
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right? Like Alpheus is in a bit of a jam here. There's not a whole lot of things you could say that would actually persuade him in this situation. So yeah, the one thing that I can think of is let me go, keep Ben, do your plan from behind the scenes, but I'm more useful to you in Sinia, laying the foundation for your plan. Right, and that's only if Alpheus cares most about getting away.
But I don't actually want his plan. I don't want
right, exactly. So I feel like maybe you can't persuade him of anything now, and you'll just have to hope that, like, I mean, honestly, maybe you can just persuade someone in Kyrides to help you. Maybe when you talk to the general, you convince him, listen, this guy's a scumbag. Like he's a Kyrides, but like you should kill him for me. Like we want you to come and save Sinia, and then you'll be hailed as a hero, but you won't be if this guy is pulling your strings, right? That's a tactic that Alpheus could take.
I think at this point I just tell him I'll go along with your plan for now.
Yeah. And he says,
but you need to just promise me that you won't hurt the boy.
Of course, Alpheus. If you're going along with this grand strategy here, then I have no reason to harm either of you. Honestly, I'm perfectly content to take you out of your bonds now. Would you like a fine meal?
I hate Titan, dude.
I know.
hate him.
I know you do.
I honestly say no, I don't want anything from you right now.
Yeah. He looks at Ben and says, what about you? would you like to get back your strength, have some good meat right off the bone? Do you say anything to Ben? Do you say okay, so you just let him decide.
What skills does Ben have?
Let's take a look, shall we?
I'm just curious. I don't even know what my son can do.
Not a whole lot. He has 1 life path. He has a 3 in all of his stats except for power. He has a 4 in it, so he's pretty strong. He has a acting 1, falsehood 1, and persuasion 2.
Oh.
So those are the skills he got.
My little boy.
Yeah. So I think probably what's going to happen here is Titan is just going to make a persuasion test on Ben to see if he'll just be like, yeah, it's in your own best interest to come eat a good meal right now. Get your strength back.
Wouldn't that be child rearing?
It could be, but the way he's phrasing it isn't so much child rearing, right? It would be like if he was doing child rearing, he'd be like, listen, you need to come drink your milk because you need to have strong bones, right? Like that sort of thing. Let's see. I don't think he's lying necessarily. He is grifting though. He's kind of manipulating, so he gets grift wise.
Trying to get on his good side.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he only really has 1 fork. So he's going to be rolling with 3 dice against 3 op. So we'll see how this goes. 2 6s. Okay. He'll spend a fate. There you go. All I needed. Cool. So he says that to Ben, and Ben looks at you, Alpheus, and then says, it would be wise for us to gain our strength. If we are going to be saving Sinia, even for Titan, we should not be tied up down here, don't you think? And he'll do it no matter, either way, he's going to get up and go eat, but he's trying to ask you. With that, I feel like I should just make a persuasion test for him, right?
No, I'll just go with him.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I feel bad.
Yeah. So I think what happens, and I think probably, yeah, okay. So he lets you guys, unties you, and the two of you start heading up the stairs, and he's going to give you some food, and then the Titan turns back to Knossos, who's still tied up, and Knossos is just looking up at him like, what about me? And Titan just looks back at the two of you and says, go ahead and go to my quarters. The meal is prepared. I'll be there in just a second. And he turns to Knossos and grabs out a knife. And Ben, his eyes widen and he goes pale and then walks up the stairs. And then
Ben's gonna get some steel tests.
Yes. And then you hear a scream as you are all the way up at that point onto the deck.
And I say, don't look back.
Yeah. Make a persuasion test. I think Ben wants to look back because he's still naive enough to he doesn't quite understand the horror of that. So yeah, make a persuasion test against 3. Yeah, so he doesn't. So he's gonna get a steel test, but not as deep of a steel test as he was gonna get otherwise. So
thanks for not traumatizing my son.
He's already traumatized. He got
even further.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys eat and whatnot. And honestly, up to you guys if we want to do another scene. This also would be a perfectly fine place to leave off. What do you guys think?
The only other thing I was going to do was change up the play a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's finish with that. Let's do that. Let's get that rolling. So Maya, you go to the ballroom or whatever in the palace to go talk to the playwright who's I think directing some stagehands who are trying to build a set or something, right? And he's just like, no. The moon needs, or I guess there isn't a moon. The sun, the white sun needs to be at this particular point in the sky. This is the dawn scene, the rising of the new first day. And then he, notices you and says, Maya, can you tell these imbeciles that it is of the utmost importance that when the king rides in to save the day, that needs to be first day?
And then Maya just like looks at him, looks and just goes, yeah, sure, that sounds good. Listen, we need to talk. We need this to be more dramatic. We need a villain.
Well, don't we have Kyrides as the Jagati as the villain? There's villains
We need a
here.
traitor.
Oh, interesting. Go on.
Listen, it would be a lot more compelling if we had a person, let's call him Ralphius, who,
Ralphius.
Chad's glare was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Basically, I'm just going to say this is going to make the play so much better if we have another compelling villain, one that people were rooting for at the beginning of the play, and then.
Well, yes, I thought so. Ralphius is already a character, so I.
Yes, and so we need to make him more compelling. He's a boring character. We need to make him.
Yes, I thought so too.
We need to. Thank you. I know. See, this is why we work well together. We just need to make him. We need to shock the audience with this plot twist, and I think that if we do this, it'll really, really drive home. What are we calling the king boy in this play?
I don't know.
I don't know. What are we calling him?
I don't think it particularly matters in this moment for us to know, but anyways, some other name. Yeah.
But the king for the new king to have risen up against this treason in their own kingdom.
The only issue with that is I've already written the script about 3 or 4 times. No, the revisions are just going to be too much. The idea is nice, Maya, but...
Listen, I really think that if we make just this last revision, that you are going to get a standing ovation for this, and your name is going to... People are going to be flocking to you to write their own stories, and you will be... I guarantee this is the thing that the play is missing, and it's going to make you famous.
My name. And yeah, so he's thinking it over, but yeah, make a
persuasion.
Persuasion.
Okay. Let's see, what can I work in here? Drama wise.
Yes, certainly.
Trying to think if there's anything else I can work in. I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't think I did anything else really to really. I could have totally dramaed this up. My son was just kidnapped. I want you to do exactly what I say.
Yeah,
But I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fine. Okay, what's
4,
his will?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, not great odds. That's okay. We saw 4. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was such a good roll.
3 6s in that roll,
I
too.
know.
Dang. All right.
And I don't even need that.
Don't even need a routine, yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah, so he just says, my name. No, you're right. I would be doing a disservice to Sinia if I didn't make sure that the stories live on. Yes, of course. Last revision. Tell me again about this Ralphius character. What did he exactly do to betray everyone?
Well, let me tell you.
And then we fade out from the scene there.
Fade out.
So the only actual thing that I had an idea on is, Avra, your next thing was going to be talk to Ophelia, right? To try to see if you can get access to the Irida?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that quick, or do you want to do that next time?
No, we'll do that next time.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, it's getting late, so. Cool, well, let's go ahead and do bits and skedaddle. I'm so sorry, Chad. I'm sorry that Alpheus is in this situation right now.
Listen, I feel bad for Chad. I hate his character.
Yeah.
I'm just playing to what a mother would do, right? A mother would
You're
just be
muted,
like,
by the way,
this...
Chad.
I made one bad decision. And now
you can redeem
whole world
yourself.
is
You
against
can redeem yourself. No, only Maya's against you. Well,
Only Maya's against you. Literally,
until
literally,
until the play comes out.
And Malekith both believe like that. No, like there's got to be some mistake. Like,
yeah,
maybe he is involved somehow, but like it's not like, because clearly he found out somehow.
Do they know I'm missing?
They
do.
I mean, none of them are like, where's he at?
So the main thing is Alpheus is already going to head out anyway. So I think like it might be like, oh, I guess he left without saying goodbye. But like, you know, they knew you were heading to Kyrides anyway. So yeah. Let's start with you, Alpheus. Beliefs and instincts and stuff. You really tried. You really tried to escape Titan's clutches. So fate point there. Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll have an opportunity to do something else on the ship. So let me ask you, Alpheus. Is it, or I guess Chad, is it more, would you rather just next time just get there so you have more room to like attempt things, or is there something else on the boat that you might want to try?
No,
what do you think?
I hate the boat. Get off the boat.
Yeah, sounds good. And like, I know, yeah, Alpheus is definitely in like a between a rock and a hard place right now. But as soon as he gets around other people who aren't working for Titan, he's going to have a little bit more leeway to try to get some things done. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll give you that opportunity for sure. I have some ideas about this retired general character that I think will make it pretty interesting. So
cool.
And I mean, that's basically the only thing you did this time. So unless you want to add another belief there, maybe about Ben at this point.
Yeah, I feel terrible for getting Ben kidnapped.
Right. And here's the thing, right? If you convince Ben that, like, you know, like that you're on his side and whatnot, it doesn't matter what I say.
Yeah.
Really. Not really.
Yeah, that's true, right? If you come back with the boy king in like on your side, it won't matter, right? If what Maya thinks.
Basically, it won't matter because I'll just be like, I'll have to believe you that like, oh, you protected him, you got him back, like
you changed.
I might still be skeptical of you, but at least like it'll be better.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. That's a good belief. I feel terrible for getting Ben kidnapped, and I will do everything I can to keep him safe and return him to his mother and father.
I added and established him as king.
Oh, there you go. Alpheus is on board. Cool. Yeah, so I think 2 fate, because you were...
Can I change my second belief to...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably should anyway. About the general now?
Yeah, so we need a Kyrides general. Oh, no. Can I just say I will... We need military help. Therefore, I will find a Kyrides general to help us and attempt to convince him that Titan needs to go to die.
Cool. Sounds good. So 2 fate, because you didn't work on that second one yet, obviously, but the other 2 we did. I'll give you a fate point for always try to talk my way out of trouble, right? There are other options Alpheus could have chose that might have worked out better for him, maybe, who knows, right? But, you know, the way Alpheus tries to solve problems did, you know, got him into trouble, specifically because you got surrounded after trying to talk. Let's see. I'll give you a fate point for strong-willed, I think, as well. So 4 fate points altogether for you. All right, Maya.
Let's see here. I did I get a persona for I will meet Avra and gain her favor?
Yes, I think you did. Yeah.
Yay!
Did the thing.
I did the thing. I'll make my position in the kingdom known to the public. I guess I worked.
You're working on it. Yep.
I told somebody.
Yeah. So
And
fate
then
point there.
I will help create a play. I also worked on that.
Indeed you did. Yep. So
I
fate
don't
there.
know if any of my instincts got me in trouble.
Let's see. Don't think so.
Nobody hates my son. I thought that more people would insult my son.
Yeah, I mean that'll probably come.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean the big thing with that one, honestly, is like I feel like by the time we get to the situation where like they'd be doing that, the game is over because Maya has gotten him into the position, or at least close to it, and then that would be when Maya's trying to like do stuff behind the scenes to make sure that everyone likes her son. But at that point, like that's the end of Maya's arc, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not even here, so
then traits.
Never back down from a challenge certainly will give you a fate in the future, I'm sure.
It did last session.
Yeah. But I don't think the rest of it did. So
Now I might have to change some of my instincts. I can do that, right?
Yep, whenever you want. Yeah. At least I'm beginning of end.
I had to change that. I feel like there's some things that I instinctually do that might get me into trouble more often.
So I guess just 2 fate. Or no, sorry, 2 fate and a persona. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Avra.
I think I worked on the first one.
Yep, fate in there.
And the third one, but
Yeah.
not
So fate in both. Yep.
the second one. Got back some of that faint that I wasted today.
Yeah. I think that's probably it for you, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's check the other stuff quick. Let's see. Artha. A fate point is earned if a player can stop the table dead with humor while in character. Do we have any moments like that this time?
I don't know.
Mostly dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
The only funny moment was Ralphius, but I don't know if that was like dead with humor.
Ralphius.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you, Maya.
Thanks.
Because of Alfie or because of Chad's reaction, I think it was. Like,
I did say it earlier, and both of you laughed. So
yeah.
I said it off stream, and then both of you laughed.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a fate point for that one.
Thanks.
Right skill, right time. Anyone have a moment like that where like they had a,
If my doctrine roll would have worked,
I was gonna say her doctrine roll,
but it failed. Yeah, if it had succeeded, then for sure.
No, but she rolled a different doctrine test though, and it succeeded. Oh no, I guess that wasn't. Oh yeah, no, that's a different doctrine test.
Yeah, it was a different one.
Yeah, what was that one for again?
That one was to know about the Irida.
Yeah.
Just to know.
Yeah, and that's not so much like you have the right skill at the right time to move the story forward. That was just like, does Avra know a thing? Yeah.
I would say that like the escape artist, but he doesn't actually have.
He doesn't have it. Yeah,
but
exactly.
He succeeded on it though.
Yeah,
first time.
That doesn't count though.
Lame.
Yeah, it's like the thing here is that consider it a reward for clever character burning, right? So it has to do with these skills you actually have. Embodiment. When a player captures the mood of the table perfectly and further drives the story onward, 1 persona point is awarded. Moments like great speeches, desperate decisions, or gruesome revenge fall into this category. Maybe I'm trying to think. All 3 of you kind of were on the verge of it, maybe, because there were some good moments between Avra and Maya in the original thing, and then Alpheus's whole.
You could just give us all a fate point.
Or it's a persona.
Oh, it's a persona.
Yeah, great speeches, desperate decisions.
Did I get a fate for mine or a persona?
Fate for humor. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. I was just moving on to the persona ones now. And then there's Mold Breaker. If a player comes to a point in the story where his beliefs, instincts, and traits conflict with a decision he must make, a direction in which he must go, and he
Hey, you know what was funny was my mom.
That's true. She gets a fate point. There you go.
That has to be in character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel like you guys are close to stuff, but I don't know. maybe not quite yet. Like I'm definitely seeing like if Alpheus like has to make some sort of, because if he, he cares about Ben right now, and so if he has to do some sort of, I mean, his entire thing with Titan right now is going to involve something like that, where he's going to have to make some desperate decision to either save Ben, get out of the situation entirely, turn someone on his side. But that's later. He's working up to it. Yeah, I don't think anyone has one this time, probably. Steel tests. Steel. Yeah. Come on. So difficult to get to this part. Okay, here we go. News of a relative dying. Weird low-grade supernatural phenomena. Witnessing violence.
What if the violence happened to you?
Well, that's being badly beaten up, being in a brawl, a fist fight, or a riot. You definitely got that one, Alpheus. Let's see, that's Ob 3. So that for you. Wait, how do you have in this 4 in the steel? So that's a difficult. So mark a difficult steel test. Any other
would
things
Ben
happen?
have gotten a steel test for?
Yeah, witnessing I think it's all 1 for him because he didn't witness violence, but he like heard violence occurring in the other room. I think that's about on par with the news of a relative dying, probably. Wow, he's a 4 in steel. That's not bad.
Oh, look at my son.
So routine. And I think that's probably it. You know what, Avra? I'm going to give you a steel test, an Ob 1 steel test for finding out that Maya existed, right? I feel like that's also on par with news of a relative dying, news of a relative you didn't know existed, which is a little shocking. So that is a Ob 1 steel test. So routine for you. Ow. Okay, other than that, that's steel. Trying to think. I think that's actually it. Because the other stuff would be hatred and corruption, but none of the characters are there for that. So cool, yeah. All right. That's our session of Death Unto Madness. I'm really excited for where this is going. I mean, I was incredibly pumped once we figured out the plan to save Sinia, because it's just a great arc for the whole season. So I'm pumped about it. I really need to message Maria, and I still haven't. I need to let her know everything that's been happening, so I can know, so I can make a few rolls for Ophelia and see what she's been doing in the background too. But yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Yeah. So Chad, I guess one thing I should fill you in on, for Cyrillus that Alpheus won't find out for a while, but I think it's just fun for you to know. And I want to get your reaction recorded. He definitely ended up finding, as he was trying to find more like weird answers to, what was he actually trying to find? Oh, he was trying to find out, he got attacked by his undead cousin. Right.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And so he was trying to figure out like what that was about and like where it came from. And he ended up going to another cult in the Coyotes Quarter. And this cult happened to be people who ate human flesh. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah, it's the barbers.
Yeah, the barber assassins. And he ended up joining their cult, eating human flesh, opening his third eye to the reality of the world, knowing that God is returning to claim this world, and the barber assassin's mission is to kill everyone in it and then off themselves so that God won't have anyone to control because they hate God. And this is partly why the king went insane, because he saw the same thing and then he decided to side with God and like try to get everyone to worship the real God again. But he was going mad in the process. But in the process, Cyrillus got the emotional attribute hatred, which means that he hates everyone and uses that burning, unnatural hatred to fuel his anger and fighting and stuff. So, yeah, good stuff.
He's a bad guy.
He is, yes. I mean,
I want him to die too.
as we were talking before we got started the game, Alyssa and I, there is not really a good person in this game. It's a bunch of. I feel like the moral of the story.
I feel like Avra's good.
Yeah, but like even she has like her qualms and things. I feel like the moral of this story is going to be evil destroys itself. But we'll see when we get there. So
there's no happy ending here.
We'll see. I mean, if the boy king comes back and saves the day, then there will be in some sense. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Titan's pulling the strings. Yeah. All right, this
Crazy.
has been Death Unto Madness. We are out. Thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for watching. Adios.